must go down in history as the longest one played here at Wimbledon, Dan, and I've watched Charlie Pasarell very closely here, and he's, of course, always known to be a very slow, deliberate player. He's not really as tired as he walks. That's just his normal stroll that he uses as his gait to play tennis. And he still is staying to his match plan, that is to, as much as possible, try to return the ball low, particularly when Gonzales is serving naturally, and throwing up those lobs, but they're getting a little shorter. He's lost his touch that he had late in that third set. He's still behind in this set. 2-3 the score. New balls. Pasarell to serve.
Love 15. $15 all. $30-15. $30 all. $40-30. Game for Pasarell. 3 games all.
Fourth set, 2-1 Pasarell, and Gonzales' lobs have been a little bit short, Jack, haven't they?
Yes, he's trying to throw them up downwind, Dan. I don't think that they're working that well. I'm just going to say that they now have tied at least Ritchie and Roach for the most number of games played, at least in second position, 89 now.
$30 love. $30-15. $40-15.
Charlie Pasarell playing a rather unusual shot for him in this particular match. Heavy topspin backhand, going for a quick winning pass.
James Gonzales. Four games to 3, Gonzales leads, fourth set.
Some results. Arthur Ashe, the number 5 seed, after dropping the first 2 sets to Ryan of South Africa, has beaten the South African in 5 sets. 3-6, 4-6, 6-3, 6-2, 6-2, and now plays either Graham Stillwell or Buding of Germany in the next round. Ocker, the number three seed from Holland, has beaten El Shafe, United Arab Republic, 6-3, 10-8, 6-4, and plays Holmberg, United States. Jimeno of Spain, the number 10 seed, has beaten Macmillan, South Africa, dropped a set in doing so though, 6-3, 6-4, 3-6, 6-1, and he now plays Metrovelli of Russia. And finally, Stanley Matthews Jr. of Great Britain has beaten another British player, Clifton, in 5 sets, 6-4, 3-6, 6-4, 2-6, 7-5, and now plays Roy Emerson in the next round. Emerson, of course, the former Wimbledon champion.
And Gonzales leading by 4 games to 3. Pasarell about to serve in this 4th set.
Love 15. Uh, 15 all.
Although both players now really must be feeling the wear and tear of this match. Tremendously quick reflexes on the part of Pasarell there.
All.
Well, that was great anticipation on the part of Gonzales, seeing the heavy slice return of that lob from Pasarell, picking it up in a flash. So a point for the break of service for Gonzales.
Gonzales. Five games to 3, Gonzales leads.
In the 4th set, so Gonzales serving to make it 2 sets all.
Spot, please. $15 love. $30 love. First service. 40 love.
That drop shot gives Gonzales 3 set points.
$40-15.
Still set point.
Game of fourth set. Gonzales, 6-3.
And if there's ever a point that might have won
2-4.
this set for Pancho Gonzales, let's go back to 15:30 in the game before the last one. And here Pancho Gonzales plays a ball off the line, a great lob, and watch the spin on this thing. It bounces very short. Didn't look like Pancho could get it, and he volleys it back. I should say a drop shot. That gave him 30 all. He went ahead to break the serve, and now we see Gonzales at 2 sets apiece. A remarkable comeback, and every bit as fresh, in my opinion, as Charlie Pasarell, even though there's 16 years difference in age. And Charlie Pasarell, who
Final set.
has a
Pasarell
history
to
of
serve.
losing close ones only because he's beaten, and it might happen again today.
Love. $30 love. $30-15. I beg your pardon.
1 fault.
$40-15. Game to Pasarell. First game, final set.
And as Pasarell wins that opening game of the final set, they've been on court exactly 2 hours this afternoon.
So it looks to me, Dan, that the Pasarell-Gonzales match now is in the history books as the longest match ever played. They've just tied the record for the most number of games in a singles match, 93. The record for the entire tournament in its history, 98 games, the doubles match played between Pillage and Scott against Aria and Santana. And in number of minutes, this match certainly is the longest right now. Incidentally, the man who started the serve in each of the other 4 sets, Dan, has won that set. So let's see if Pancho can change that.
$15 love. 30 love. Love.
And 3 successful smashes in a row to take him to 40 love.
$40-15. James Gonzales. One game all.
This is certainly the sort of match that separates the men from the boys. Pasarell to serve.
Love 15. $15 all. $30-15. $40-15. $40-30. Game to Pasarell. Two games to one. Pasarell leads. Final set.
Jack Gonzales there in the middle of that game, waiting for the serve to come down, just rubbing his thigh muscles a little bit. I suppose he could be getting somewhere near cramp.
Boy, if he isn't, certainly is remarkable. I imagine he took some salt tablets into his system, just trying to avoid such a thing in case this thing did go this long. The thing that is important at this time, in my opinion, Dan, is the difference in Pancho being able to serve first and then take advantage of whatever energy he might have left to try and break the serve. Now, Pancho coming out to serve, he's behind 1-2. If he plays a tough game on service, he won't have much left to try to break Charlie. So in other words, I think a big edge has gone to Charlie Pasarell having the chance to serve first in this 5th set. 1-2, 2 sets all, Gonzales to serve.
$15 love.
Great thing would be for Pancho to win this game at love, Dan. Then he could really go after the next game.
$30 love.
Noticeable on those last 2 points how much Gonzales was getting nearer to the net, not allowing the ball to drop, having to play that defensive low volley.
$40 love. Game to Gonzales. Two games all.
2 games all in the final set, and if Gonzales continues to come in behind his serve as quickly as that, Pasarell may well have to throw up 1 or 2 lobs on the return of serve. But it's Pasarell serving now.
15 love.
Oh.
Yep. 15 all. $15.30.
Well, at this stage of the match, Gonzales there really making Pasarell stretch. Absolutely at full stretch to try and get that back on the volley, that passing shot of Gonzales.
$30 all. $40.30. Game to Pasarell. New ball, please. 3 games to 2. Pasarell leads. Final set.
Well, this crowd still staying here around about tea time, when you often find the crowd at Wimbledon begin to leave for tea, but very few people have moved away from this absolutely absorbing match. And what a competitor Gonzales is. Surely there could have been few fiercer competitors in the whole history of the game of tennis. I can only think of one at the moment, possibly, what, two? Bill Tilden and the great Frenchman, Barotra. Tremendous match players, tremendous competition players. So Gonzales to serve. 2-3 behind, serving with new balls.
$15 love. $15 all.
Oh, very unlucky, Pasarell.
30-15.
And that's where a net cord robs a player of a point. If it hadn't touched the top of the net, that one would certainly have been a winning pass.
$40-15. Game to Gonzales. Three games all.
In the final set, and Gonzales certainly making no mistake there with the new balls, and no game in this final set. No service broken, and no game gone beyond even reach juice. It's Pasarell serving.
$15 love.
in.
15 all. Second service. $15.30. $30 all. $40.30.
And an absolute crushing service from Pasarell, quite the best he's delivered all day.
Use.
First deuce. First deuce game in this final set. Pasarell serving, 3-all deuce.
Advantage Pasarell. Game to Pasarell. 4 games to 3 Pasarell leads, final set.
Dan, this is particularly difficult for me at this point to sit here and just not have a extra personal interest. I've known both these boys so long. Pancho Gonzales, I've known naturally much longer. Recall him as a wonderful player at the age of 14 and 15. He came from a public parks court known as the Olympic Tennis Club there in Los Angeles. Grew up to be a marvelous, wonderful champion all these years. Charlie Pasarell, the same way, a national champion at the age of 15. I recall having lots of occasions to see and talk to him as a junior. So sitting here watching these boys go through perhaps one of the great fights in all the history of tennis, why, it's pretty hard not to hope that both of them can win. Of course, that's impossible. 3-4, Gonzales serving.
Love. $15 all. $15.30. $30 all.